India out of Chabahar. So, what benefits for Pakistan and China? Reports indicating that India is leaving or scaling back its involvement in Chabahar port in Iran have surfaced as of January 2026. This is not necessarily a permanent exit, but rather a tactical withdrawal driven by a complex mix of geopolitical and economic pressures. The situation can be broken down into three primary reasons. Number one is the talk of the town. The most immediate trigger was an announcement on January 12, 2026 by the US administration. President Trump warned that any country doing business with Iran would face a 25% tariff on all export to the United States. So here is a calculation. India-Iran trade is worth roughly $1.6 billion, whereas India-US trade is worth over $130 billion. So Indian officials conducted a cost-benefit analysis and concluded that protecting a $120 million investment in Chabahar was not worth risking a 25% even higher tariff on its massive trade volume with the US. So, to avoid being hit by secondary US sanctions, India reportedly took steps to insulate itself. India transferred approximately $120 million to Iran to fully settle its financial commitments by paying upfront and liquidating its liability. India can claim it is no longer actively investing or funding Iranian projects. Operational exit is also happening there. The state-owned company managing the port, India Ports Global Limited (IPGL), their directors are resigning and its website was taken down as well. So this move was designed to protect Indian employees here and entities from being blacklisted by the US Treasury. But there is a shift in strategic utility as well. The original logic for Chabahar was to provide a gateway to Afghanistan and Central Asia that bypassed Pakistan. Invest hostility among Afghans against Pakistan by reducing Afghanistan's reliance on Pak for its sustenance like trade and flow of logistics, and sponsor terrorist organizations. Those terrorist organizations that bleeding Pakistan with an aim to encircle Pak from east and west in event of any future conflict. Afghanistan that had abandoned Pakistan and drifted closer to India have been left high and dry. They picked up belligerence with Pakistan on behest of India, and now India has suddenly left Chabahar, teaching them important geopolitical lesson. You don't go ignore geography while shaping up your foreign relations. What we have to see here, is it a permanent exit for India? The Indian Ministry of External Affairs has officially denied a complete exit and said this is not an option. India is currently negotiating with the US for a sanctions waiver valid until April 2026 and exploring the creation of a new entity or a local Iranian arrangement. The intent is to maintain a presence on paper to prevent China from taking over the port, while physically and financially distancing the Indian government from the project to satisfy US demands. So we can say that Chabahar is not dead yet. Iran may still seek new partners and some Indian engagement could continue depending on US sanctions and geopolitical shifts. But with this new development, CPEC regains more relevance. With Chabahar's momentum slowed, Gwadar port under CPEC looks more attractive for the regional trade and transit. Because Chabahar was often projected as a rival to Gwadar, especially in regional connectivity narratives, Chabahar's stagnation gives Pakistan a window of opportunity to improve security, logistics, and port operations and market Gwadar as a stable, long-term alternative for regional trade.